Welcome. This is your host, Tommy O'Neill with the Voynich manuscript, and we're looking into folio 57v, and I have a magnificent, great decryption for you about folio 57v, and Wilfrid Voynich is all over it. Yes, he is, and we're going to start with this image of the old decryption of folio 57v, and what you'll notice is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was supposed to be 45 degrees, but it never worked out that way, the way I did it. However, we are going to use 45 degrees to turn these volvettes in clockwise precision to decode words out of each 4 circles. So there's 4 people for 4 circles, but if you'll notice in here, there's 8 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 words to decode with 8 turns of the wheels. So that's the wheels have 45 degrees they turn in. So all of them turn once 45 degrees each time. There's a digital mechanism that turns that a friend of mine made, and it is amazing. I'll explain how it works. On the left-hand side, if you press and hold it down, it rotates clockwise. On the right-hand side, if you press and hold it down, it rotates counterclockwise. The outer rim word is the word that describes what to do. Now, if you go into the decoded word in Chinese, now we will go to that circle and go to that word, click on it. We will highlight, copy the word, and then go into my cipher. And there it is already, so I'll clear it out just so that you see it go down. Dariel and Eva Voynich translate to Latin. Now we're not going to use octo, but however, it's okay because over here N for octo is okay. We're going to use ness. So the ness word is to spin. So already it's telling us what to do with the volvettes or the cipher wheel, is to spin it. The next word from the cipher wheel is OI after ness. So inside, and OI is to do. So spin, do that. So those are the instructions for the cipher wheel with the outer rim word. So what you do is you spin, and remember the image I showed you of the 45-degree angles that didn't look entirely at 45 degrees, but that was my intention of the first video. Well, there's 45 degrees, so, and that's octo, is 8 times. So what we're doing is we're turning it 8 times at 45-degree angles. So each turn, when you turn it 45 degrees at 8 times, this once, and see how I turned it? Once it's all at 45-degree angles, then that counts as 1. So the very first word to decode would be, and here it is, here's the word, and see, Wilfrid Voynich did word puzzles, and Lou happened to be the first Latin word. And if we look at that, Lu, a spreading of evil. Now I'm not going to go into all of them because just trust me, that's how it works. 8 times, and well, I'll go into these. To go about, spreading of evil, to go about, violence. And it continued onward. I'll show you the last one. To make happy. That's that. Let's see. Bio Novem. That's to make happy. And show you the word. Oh yeah, this is the last word I found was Olivia. And so if you want to see what I found, this is what the decryption came out with folio 57v by rotating the wheels 45 degrees each turn on the dial. A spreading evil to go about, violence, Wilfrid, for the 4th time, to be now, to make happy, WV for Wilfrid Voynich, the Oliva You Novem for Historia Supernova 1006. Now it wasn't Wilfrid, it was a W. So I went ahead and put in Wilfrid because I know this is about him. He was the forger of the Voynich manuscript. And he put a lot of, now to show you the violence of the Voynich manuscript, well, he had serpents in the manuscript. You know that. There's a snake. Folio ADR, there's a woman there's the violence part. There's a woman being tied up. Folio 73v shows Archer pointing a bolt directly at a vagina. I think folio 79v shows a fish eating a person. There's 29v. There's another reptile. It's a dragon. 73v. There's a 73r. It's a monitor lizard. So there's reptiles, and I could show you the phonetic tongue of the manuscript. The phonetic tongue, phonetic Voynich. Just listen long. Hopefully it's not a commercial.
Munovem octoio aik octoesr. Octorio aik aio aik luik anovem apnovem octoesr ipaio aer. Octoesr ai paunovem quattori puunovem ailuipau ao auesr. Ailismu aio auik aik octoikioctonovem. Muib quattorikek aik pik octoesk. Novem aio octoek quattoripaek aek. Iaio quattori auio aik octoesr novem. Paunovem aio aek ai. Quattorilik aitsik novem p aek pik. Novem apesr aio pik ipech octoek.
Hi, I'm back. This is Tom. I just wanted to mention one other thing about the Voynich workshop with the folio 57v, the cipher disk. I did not mention that the outer rim word, when you rotate the wheels 45 degrees at each step, on the first step, when you rotate the wheels 45 degrees, so the first step you would rotate that 45 degrees, this one 45 degrees. Of course, I'm not being precise with the 45 degrees right now, but I want you to be precise if you're going to be trying to mimic the words that I'm doing. And you rotate it 45 degrees. What you do is you pick up the word that is most center, or the letter that is most center, that is a vertical radial from the center of here, goes out. You pick up either the word or the letter that goes centered from throughout, and that's how you find the word. Like, this is the first word I found, which was a long word, but they're all combined together, as you can see. That's why it's really long. And the very last word, which I found, um, Olivia, just happens to be, Olivia is a book by Ethel Voynich. She wrote that book, and in the decoding, a spreading evil to go about violence, Wilfrid for the fourth time to be now, to make happy, Wilfrid Voynich, the Olivia. And then he says, You Novem is uh, something about the Voynich manuscript. He mentions she had Olivia, but he now has the Novem. So she wrote the book Olivia, Ethel Voynich. And you can see it down at the bottom here. Olivia is a puzzle, word puzzle. Okay, so I have this video chopped up into three puzzles, or no, not three puzzles, three videos that I'm lacing together. Anyway, thank you for watching, and thanks, my friend, for doing that cipher wheel. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Have a good evening, and this Latin translation is really uh, evidence for the cipher. Um, and that 45 degrees really was about that. So I feel vindicated. Thanks a lot, and have a good day, or good evening, wherever you're at in the world.